So we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, I'd say is will get attention this time.
I don't want nobody to panic, but 7 Americans that was aboard that goddamn ship that has the hantavirus have returned home. And I do mean home to the United States. So according to MedPage today, multiple sources reported that 26 members of that ship got off on April 24th in St. Helena. They all decided to take their ass home. And 7 of them were Americans. And these are the states that they took their ass to, were the ones we know so far. Arizona, California, Georgia, Texas, and Virginia. And baby, a spokesperson for the California Department of Health told MedPage that they were notified by the CDC that California residents was aboard that fucking ship, but they don't show no signs of being sick. Now, the CDC also says we're coordinated with local health officials as needed to monitor returning travelers. They said right now, none of the travelers seem to be affected or ill. But the incubation time for the hantavirus is like 4 to 6 weeks, so we got time. The Georgia Department of Public Health told MedPage today it is monitoring 2 Georgia residents who returned home after disembarking the fucking ship. Keep your asses in the fucking house! I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. They said the individuals are currently in good health and show no signs of an infection. This black woman is going to have her hands full with the CDC. Thank God you walked in, though.
I just came across something that is insane. You know how everyone doesn't want them to get off the ship, keep them on the ship, don't let them disembark? Well, guess what? The Swiss couple, the husband, they flew back to Switzerland. They disembarked early and now he went to the hospital. He has it. They're both in quarantine. They're monitoring her for symptoms. I was thinking, why would they let them off? It's very weird. So as I started researching, guess what, guys? 23 people, not just those 2, 23 people got off that cruise at the same time. Many went on to travel to different, continue a trip somewhere else. Many went home, went to Taiwan, went to the UK, went to Australia, went to the Netherlands. And guess what else? Went home to America. 23 people already got off of that ship between April 21st and April 24th, and we haven't heard a single word about it.
Okay, we are all over this story for you. Breaking this morning, Dutch authorities say a flight attendant who was in touch with a woman who died from hantavirus in South Africa has been admitted to a hospital after showing symptoms. There are also new reports that some of the Americans who were on board that ship plagued by an outbreak for days have returned back home. Well, now there's growing worry that they may have brought the rare and deadly virus back with them. Nick's here with the latest on this story. Nick, officials in several states are now monitoring this entire situation.
Absolutely, Mark. They're doing what they call contact tracing. They want to make sure that anyone who is on this ship is not taking that virus anywhere with them without being traced. While the CDC tries to tamp down public fears, at least 3 state health departments are keeping tabs on people who were just on board the MV Hondias. The New York Times reports that California, Georgia, and Arizona state health departments are each monitoring residents who were on that beleaguered ship. Right now, however, the 2 people in Georgia are not showing any symptoms. Those reports come after 3 people were evacuated off the ship on Wednesday, including the ship's doctor. There have been 3 confirmed hantavirus cases on board, with 5 more suspected. 3 passengers have died. The ship, with nearly 150 people still on board, is expected to dock in Spain's Canary Islands in a few days, where the remaining passengers and crew will be evaluated. In the meantime, Marky, those still on board are being asked to social distance, sanitize their hands, and isolate in their rooms as much as possible.
I still can't imagine being on board this ship for any of this. So, Nick, what's all being done to ensure the virus doesn't spread off that ship to land into other communities now?
Yeah, Marky, they want to tamp down public fears, right? As we mentioned, several state health agencies are monitoring the situation here at home, but doctors say for the most part, people really don't have anything to worry about.
The only documented cases where it looked like there might be human-to-human spread were very close contacts, husband and wife, parent and child, people who lived in very close proximity to one another.
And on Tuesday, that sentiment was echoed in a statement by the CDC's acting director, who said, quote, "The risk to the American public is very low," adding that the virus is only spread by close contact with symptomatic carriers. Meanwhile, the ship's crew and passengers will be examined in Spain before being sent to their home countries. The 14 Spanish passengers on board will then quarantine in a military hospital in Madrid before being allowed to return to their communities. Other countries have said they will isolate or monitor passengers when they return home.
What the fuck do you mean that there's no cure for the Hunter virus and it is only treatable? So there is no cure for the Hunter virus. Doctors can only treat the symptoms. There is a 40% death rate, and 1 in 3 people that catch the virus will die. There is no vaccine or anything. You don't catch this virus by just touching somebody contact to contact. You can stand right next to them and breathe it in, and you can catch it that way.
Rats and rodents didn't just start pooping and peeing on things yesterday. Where in the fuck did this virus really come from? Rats and rodents. If rats and rodents were passing around a virus, why is New York still here? Literally, they have rats on the subway, all on the seats, all around the poles. Don't you think by now someone would have contracted this and we would have been spreading this shit like no tomorrow? Like, come on, man. We gotta start using our cognitive thinking here. Rats and rodents are in all kinds of industry in this country. Do you know how many restaurants in the United States have rats and rodents? Do you know how many schools have rats and rodents? Do you know how many places, warehouses that have food that have rats and rodents? Where do you think that this shit really came from? Why is it that every time this man gets in the office, we have some sort of an outbreak? Some random ass virus that just pops up with no vaccine that's killing people maliciously. Did you guys not remember the cruise ships that were sitting there during COVID? Come on, man. It's like...